The best morning
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Welcome, everybody, to the best morning live on TikTok and YouTube. What's up, Big Carnage? I'm starving, bro. We gonna get cooking soon, hopefully. Inshallah. What's up, El Jefe? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you guys. AJ, what's up, bro? Learning Orthodoxy, what's up? Base Christian Conservative, what's up? Word on box, assalamu alaikum. Good to see you guys.
Hey, good morning, Bear.
Hey, good
Bear,
morning.
I caught you on that Muslim live last night, bro. Dude, that was so funny. So funny. Like, I was dying laughing. I was driving home from like a side hustle that I have, and I was just like, okay, let me check this out. And this guy just continued to say over and over again, we worship one God.
One God.
Like, you're asking, okay, what makes Islam true? And he could give you nothing. Like, it was the worst dawah I have ever seen in my entire life.
This is how it is, bro. The funny thing is, like, when I do the live, I make jokes about it with the one God. But years ago, when I wasn't even debating, I was just researching things, and I would ask Muslims the same question, like, okay, so what makes Islam true? It would be the same thing that this guy was on. Well, we don't worship a man. I'm like, okay, how does that make Islam? Okay, bro, like, I get it. You don't worship a man, but why is Islam true? Well, we don't believe God dies. Like, bro. What? Okay, then I'll have to go be like, look, pretend I'm an atheist, please. All right, forget Christianity. I need to know, why is Islam true? Why do you believe this to be true? Is it because of Christianity, or like, man, this is insane, bro. These people are literally like, they don't got any like critical thinking, bro, in their brain.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's the cousin marriage or what, but
it could be. Yeah.
It could be. But yeah, no, that was by far the best. I hope somebody clipped that and puts that out, because if they don't, they missed out on like a comedic gold mine.
Bro, it was so funny, bro.
I
just went
on some. They said you was on a live last night. I didn't get a chance to watch it.
I went on a random Muslim live last night. Like, I guess AJ went on some dumb Muslims lives, and Peace was like, go in there, and like, and there were just some little kids. They wouldn't let you talk or whatever. But after they wouldn't let me talk, I'm like, dang, I gotta go on somebody's live now. I'm just got the urge. So I was just scrolling, and I found some guy, and he had like 4 or 5 viewers, and the prompt was, I invite you to Islam to worship one God. So I'm like, this is perfect. Let's see if this guy can give me some dawah. I just want to have, not even a debate, just like, give me some dawah, and I'll just ask questions, about Islam. I'm inquiring. Bro, this guy could not, to save his life, bro, could not give me a reason as to why Islam is true, bro. Just repeatedly, just like, well,
Why?
What's up? Yeah, well,
why is he opening lives?
That's what I said. I was like, bro, y'all need to pack this up, bro. Like, there's no way y'all, like, you guys cannot be doing dawah, bro. Like, this is not good. You don't even know why your religion is true.
Funny. It's funny because you was like, years ago you started researching Islam, and they kept saying one God, one God. So my wife and I are reading this book. I mean, I've read it before, but we're just reading it just to, like, it's just something that we're trying to do together, just read books. So she was like, Alchemist or whatever. So I was like for me, New Age, but because it says weird stuff about Melchizedek.
You're breaking up a little bit. I mean, just let you know. I don't know if you're driving, but
long story short. Oh man.
Oh wait, it's better now.
Yeah, I'm getting an oil change, so I'm in the little.
No, you're better now. Yeah.
But yeah, so long story short, basically, I get to this. Okay, like I get to this one point in the book, and the guy's talking to this Muslim, in the book, and the main character Santiago, he's talking to this kid or whatever. I mean, to this guy. So I think they're talking about why Islam is true. Bro, tell me why in the book, bro.
In
And
the
I
book,
wanted to
it says the
highlight it and
same
take a
thing.
picture and post it because it was so funny. In, in the book, bro, it said we worship one God. I said, bro, I
Yeah,
said, bro,
bro.
get out of here, bro.
Hey, very, very accurate book, bro. Very accurate book.
Bear, I know you probably have a lot to get to, and I can try to post it in your Discord. Actually, I probably will post it in your Discord. But yesterday, I came across a hilarious reel on Instagram, and I downloaded it and posted it on TikTok.
Okay.
And it's Muslim Jesus, and so it's all of the stuff that Jesus says in the Bible.
Yeah.
But then, like Muslim people, like basically being like, "Oh, well, what about what do you consider like what about like." What do you consider a child? Like 6 to 9 is okay, right? Because that's when the prophet consummates his marriage.
Yeah, I
with
know what you. I
Aisha.
know those type of little reels that come up. Like they were made with like AI with Jesus talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was,
Yeah.
and it's so funny because it's like the last one is Jesus, where he's like saying like love your enemies, like and love those who persecute you. And the Muslim guy goes, no, they're enemies of God. We must convert them. And Jesus is right. Jesus says, you're right. Let's go start a war.
Yeah, just go convert. Just get the sword, bro. Like get the heads off, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
it
no,
is
it's
so funny. So if you have a chance, I'll share it in your Discord.
Yeah, put
But
it in
if
the
you have a
Discord.
chance, definitely like it on my page. I'd love it.
All right, bro.
I was
Definitely,
telling Bear that we should do like a stream, bro. It's like y'all just send us the funniest, craziest videos and we just react to them,
Yeah,
bro.
that would be.
Like I think that'd be the
That
crazy
actually would,
stream, bro.
bro. It'd be even funnier with my wife, bro. Her reaction to stuff is so funny, bro. Oh my god, bro. Like y'all don't even know.
Piece is pretty
Yeah,
good.
bro, we gotta do it for real.
It's funny.
Yeah, we do. All right, guys.
But
well, I'm gonna try to get to some
yeah,
ops.
no. You get to some Muslims and you start cooking those Muslims. But I just wanted to come up and say, bro, that was hilarious last night.
Thank you,
thank
bro.
you for the laugh. I needed it. So, but you have a great day.
You
and
too,
God
brother.
bless, both
God
of
bless,
you.
bro. Somebody said, did Bear start late? Yes, I started late, bro. I always start late on Saturdays, guys. Guys, listen. All right, I wake up early Monday through Friday so I can get work done. Okay, I wake up early on Sundays so I can go to church. Saturday is like the only day that I can sleep in for like an extra hour or two. And so Saturdays, I want to start it at a certain time, but I don't know what's, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me let me do my thing, you know. So we were up really late last night too. So anyways, what's up to everybody? Kiddios, what's going on? Rudy, what's going on? Good to see you, bro. Luis, God bless you, Bear. Luis, oh, I think I know who that is. God bless you too, brother. Just MJ, what's going on? Good to see you. Trash Lord, good to see you. Maria Eden, good to see you. Why not set up a formal debate with a why not set up an informal debate with a Muslim rather than just sit in front of your computer all day hoping people come to you? I mean, this certainly isn't apologetics at all. Bro, you sound upset. You sound like that my live is actually effective, because if it wasn't effective, you wouldn't have said something like that. You would just kept it pushing, you know? So it's all good, brother. Like, you know, you can come up if you want. If you feel like you got a good argument.
Bro, yesterday I went live twice yesterday for about an hour or so, and it actually did really well. I was actually surprised that after over a year of not going live, like it actually went well. Bro, it's so funny. This one Muslim came up, bro, and he was like, "Your God poo poo, your God poo poo."
Of course.
So I was like, "Oh yeah, that's nasty." I was like, "That's nasty, right?" He was like, "Yeah, that's nasty." I was like, "You speak Arabic?" He was like, "Yes, I speak Arabic. Alhamdulillah." I said, "What does Faraj mean? What's
Oh, I
Faraj
heard
mean?"
that. Yeah, I think
Bro, he
Peace was on the
literally
live
said,
when you said that. Yeah. Dude went crazy.
Bro went crazy, bro. So I'm definitely clipping that, bro. So yeah, it's man, I'm definitely gonna start going live again. It's actually really fun.
Yeah, it is,
Serious,
man.
bro. So I think Dylan's going live with you today, and I might hop
Yeah,
up there with him live later on today as
yeah. I
well.
wanted to check with you, Bear. Is Peace planning on going live after you, or does she not know yet?
Yeah, I think she did plan on going live after me.
Okay, then I'll go live after her then.
Okay, all right, bro.
My catechumen class got canceled. There's a funeral today,
Oh,
so
that sucks.
gotta fill the space.
Yeah, okay, bro. No worries, bro. No worries. All right, guys, tap the screen. We're doing good on TikTok, though. I'm not saying tap the screen as if you guys are slacking, because we're not. But tap the screen so we can get some ops in here. Want to get some people debating, asking questions. You know, inshallah, we have a couple good conversations. Let's see. What's up, the young apologist? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. I forgot it's Saturday. Yeah, I know. It's just that's how we roll a little bit here. I don't know if did you guys see a little bit of the Nick debate last night on Modern Day Debate? I don't know if you guys saw that, or I don't know if you saw it. Hold on a second, guys. I'm doing something real quick so you guys know. Oh, we got somebody on YouTube. Give me 1 second. All right. We got Servos. What's up, Servos on YouTube?
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's up? What faith are you?
I'm an atheist, actually, if you don't mind debating an atheist.
No, I don't. I don't got
Cool.
anybody else, so.
It's all right. The least. I'm the one you want to do least, but hey, I'm the only one here, so. Beggars
Yeah,
can't be
it's
choosers.
not that I don't want to. It's just most people don't like the atheist conversations.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
You know, it is what it is. All right, what's up, man? What you got?
Yeah, I'm just an atheist. I don't believe that Jesus fulfilled any prophecies in the original context. All the stuff that comes along with atheism, I'm pretty sure you've heard 1,000 times. So I don't know how you want to go about it.
I don't know why you would be looking into Jesus' prophecies if you don't believe in God to begin with.
Oh, I just do it from if it's like if it's true, then you have to fill the prophecies, and he didn't even do that. But I don't even believe in Judaism. It's just more of a concession. There we go, to just see if it even could be true. If that makes sense.
No, I don't know if that would make sense. I don't know if that would follow. Because I think looking into the prophecies would need to have the presupposition that God exists to begin with in order for us.
Yeah, it's a internal critique. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, an internal critique. But if you have the presupposition that God doesn't exist, then usually the interpretations fail because of that precept. Well,
I only do it like obviously when I'm doing the internal critique, then I'm conceding or whatever, giving up that God exists. That's but we don't talk about that if you don't want to.
How do you even know how to interpret the prophecies?
Just based on what they say. I mean, unless words mean something they don't mean.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'd rather not talk about that with you because
you're
not educated in the prophecies. You just think you can just open it up and read it and that's it. That's not how that works.
Well, how is it supposed to work then?
You're supposed to have like an understanding of, first of all, Torah, then the Hebrew Bible. You're supposed to understand like the cultural context of things, how prophecies work as far as Jewish culture.
I'm learning like biblical Hebrew. Like I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable about it. I listen to scholars and stuff about it all the time. But if you don't want to talk about that, that's fine. We talk about something else. I don't care.
Well, let's do this. Give me. I mean, there's a lot of prophecies. Give me the best one you think that wasn't fulfilled.
The virgin birth.
Okay, what about it?
In the Hebrew, it's not a virgin. So there was no virgin birth prophecy. And also that prophecy wasn't about Jesus, it's about King Ahaz.
Okay. So in Isaiah 7:14, it says that there will be a sign of the Lord, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the sign of the Lord then? Sign of the
That
Lord would be sorry, that was supposed to follow up with this question.
go ahead.
What is the sign of the Lord? That was rhetorical. So the sign of the Lord would be some sort of miracle, not something that just naturally happens, right?
I mean, it could be that, or he could just be prophesying about the future in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be supernatural, other than he just knew what
How
was going to
is
happen.
how is a woman becoming pregnant going to be something that stands out as a sign of God?
Because he's basically he's using the woman and the pregnancy and the baby as a way to delineate when something is going to occur. Because King Ahaz was in war with the northern and I believe it's the northern and southern tribes
Mm-hmm.
of Jerusalem, and he was afraid because they combined their forces and were going to attack him. And Isaiah is basically like, I can give you a sign. He's like, I'm not going to test the Lord, and he's like, well, here he will give you a sign. Then see, this woman is with child. This woman is pregnant. And by the time the child knows how to, I don't remember the exact wording, but choose the evil or choose the good and avoid the evil, whatever it is, they will be destroyed by Syria, and that's what happened.
Okay, so you're saying that as soon as the child is pregnant, that's going to be a sign of the Lord. So here's two things that I would say in response to it, and I would like for you to explain.
Sure.
Number one is at least I guess the first thing you can agree with me on: a sign of the Lord can be something that's miraculous, right?
It can be, yeah.
Okay. So then we have the Septuagint, and the Septuagint was translated prior to Christianity by Hebrew scholars.
Correct.
Why did they use the Greek word for virgin here?
At the time, it didn't mean virgin, had a larger semantic range, and we know this because earlier in Genesis, who was it? There was a woman that was referred to as a Parthenos, but she'd been raped before that, so it clearly didn't mean only virgin.
Show me.
I think it's Dinah. I think it is. Is that her name?
Show me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Let me Google real quick. Referred to as Parthenos in Genesis. Let's see.
See if I can find it too.
Dinah referred to as Parthenos in the Greek Septuagint translation of Genesis 34:3. This term is used in context of her abduction and defilement by Shechem.
Let me see. Genesis 34:3. Virgin. Okay, good. Let's see.
Yeah, she was raped at a verse earlier.
Yeah. By the way, I know you're on YouTube.
Oh, I'm sorry, grape. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know that. My fault.
No, it's all good. I know you didn't mean it. Okay, so when Shechem the son, the Hivite person of the land, they lay with her and humiliated her, and the soul was drawn to Dinah, daughter of Jacob. He loved the young woman and spoke tenderly to her. So verse 3 is the one that you're referring to?
Yep. Yeah, in the Septuagint they refer to as Parthenos. Parthenos.
He loved the young woman and spoke tenderly to her.
Yeah, and that was after the grape.
Yeah, he loved the young woman and spoke tenderly to her.
Yep.
Okay, let me look at something real quick, because
Yeah.
that would, in the translation, this is in the past tense, correct?
I believe because it's telling a story. I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so could it be referring to her that she was a young woman that is a virgin in the past tense, right before she got raped?
Well, he was speaking to her as a young woman after, like tenderly after that it happened.
Wait, what is it?
At least that's the way that I see. 30, I read it.
Not 35, 34. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, 34. The soul strongly and loved woman.
And
yeah,
this
is still put into the past tense.
Yeah, I know that. Again, I don't think it's a problem. It's still referring to her as a virgin after the grape.
Yeah, I know. Because she was a virgin.
I'm sorry.
Before she got graped.
Yeah, I know, but why would they refer to her as a Parthenos after the grape? It means that she was not a virgin.
Yeah, because, well, first of all, being raped, right? Taking something like that, right? She can still be referred to as a young woman who didn't give it up in marriage. Number one, but this is still being referred to in the past tense that he loved her because she was. I mean, not because she was a virgin, but because she was referred to as a virgin prior to her being raped.
So he loved her because she was a virgin prior to her rape. Grape. Sorry, that's what you're saying.
Huh?
Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that he loved her because she was a virgin. I'm just saying she could be labeled as referred to as a virgin because that's what she was prior to this incident.
Yeah, I mean, my understanding of the scholarly consensus with this passage is that that's not what it means. It means that she's being referred to as a Parthenos after the grape, and that's because Parthenos had a different meaning a couple hundred years before, like Matthew wrote Matthew, or whoever wrote Matthew wrote Matthew.
What's the evidence for that Parthenos, besides just showing this that could be explained? What's the evidence that Parthenos had a completely different meaning?
Yeah, it didn't have a completely different meaning. It's just had a bigger,
different semantical meaning. What's the evidence of that?
Yeah, scholars talk about this. Like Dan McClellan talks about it. I don't know if you know Dan McClellan at all, but
you mean the Mormon that goes against Christianity?
Yeah. He's still.
Okay.
I mean,
do we have somebody else?
I mean, is his argument wrong because he's a
I just wouldn't trust it. Do we have something like some sort of like lexical, like something in the Greek that can show it? Like maybe like a dictionary or something?
What did Parthenos mean when the Septuagint was written? Let's see what this
I know,
is.
chat. We're gonna appeal to Dan McClellan.
I mean, again, it does. I agree. His Mormonism is dumb, at least to me. But that doesn't mean his argument's wrong.
It doesn't mean it's right either.
Yeah, I know that. I'm not saying that. And he, like, when he talks about his stuff in his videos.
So when I asked for evidence, I didn't say, "Hey, appeal to authority." I meant like, what's the evidence behind this? Like, what would his? If you're gonna say Dan McClellan brings his argument, how does he prove his argument, or is he just saying it?
Here we go. Let's see. I guess you probably don't want Google AI. Let me find if I can find a better one.
See if I can find something too.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, TikTok, make sure you guys tap the screen, please. Let's get to 50K ASAP.
Yeah, the etymology of the Greek word Parthenos is uncertain. A complicating factor is that there are several instances of the word being used in Greek literature of women who were not virgins. Girl, young woman with no references to sexual experience. This is a Judaism one website.
Bro, can we get to like something that's gonna be like a
scholar?
No, like something that can show us in the Greek language that this is going to be such a wide semantical meaning. Like what I want to see is that this has such a vast semantical meaning that it could primarily mean something different than virgin. It can only mean virgin sometimes. You know what I mean? I think that would prove your case. If you could show that in some sort of like Greek lexicon, some sort of dictionary or something that would be in the Koine Greek, that would show that Parthenos most of the time means just a young woman and has nothing to do with virginity, but it can mean virginity or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Something to that effect.
Let's see. Koine Greek, Parthenos. The Strong's is not it because that just tells you how the King James Version translated.
Bro, I'm googling the word Parthenos, right?
Yeah.
The Parthenos is used in Athens, Greece. I'm sorry, for the Parthenon, which was a temple, which was called the House of the Virgin.
Yeah, I'm not. Bro. Again, I know that I'm aware that like after
I'm just saying, like I'm just looking up different usages of the word, and so far, and obviously in the Bible as well, it's used for young women who have had no sexual relations. But I'm just a quick Google search. That's the first thing that comes up.
Oh no, I know that.
But maybe you can show me something that most of the time it doesn't mean virgin. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what is I can't. Whenever I do no Strongs, it just gives me nothing. So that's great. Like the meaning. Just trying to find a lexical resource online about it without the word strong in it. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my God! Don't do that. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, let's see. That sucks too. I literally just ordered a lexical thing and it's just not here yet. It actually arrives today. That sucks. That's super unfortunate.
You think that is going to prove your case?
Well, I don't know. It would just be nice to use it as a resource. You know what I mean?
If you look at it and it proves the case that majority of the time it means virgin, then what are you going to say?
It doesn't mean that it has to mean virgin. Is the point. And also in the context of the passage, it says the woman's already pregnant.
Brother, I'll give it to you that it doesn't have to mean virgin because I'm looking it up. It could mean like most of the time it could mean it does mean a young woman who doesn't have sexual relations. It could very subtly mean somebody who is like a maiden or something like that.
Yeah.
But the majority of the time it's used for virgin. Even like, and I'm looking into like because there's arguments that when I Google this, there's people that bring up arguments, and one of them was Genesis 34. I never heard the argument of Genesis 34, so thank you for that. But
yeah, sure.
Even in one of the arguments that I see right here, they said the same thing that I'm saying. It says even after the assault, we still refer to her as the girl who was a virgin before the event because it's in the past tense. Still giving her the label as a virgin because she was as part of the tragedy as far as why she got raped. So even in like if you're going to take something like when we're looking into like words and what they mean, the semantical range is going to be given the context of everything.
Yes.
Not just like, oh well, we're going to look at a word and here's all the other things that it could mean, and you have to pick something that's going to directly arrive here and not take context into account.
Yes.
The context matters here as far as how the word is being used.
Yes, and I agree with that.
The context doesn't support your case. The context still would support mine that she was a virgin, and that's why she's still being called a virgin after the raped, even after she's been raped.
Well, that doesn't follow to me. Why would you refer to someone as a virgin after they were no longer a virgin?
Out of respect.
That doesn't make sense. Out of respect?
Out of respect, yes.
But they were no longer a virgin. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I've never even heard that argument ever, that it was something that happened, that they were referring to it out of respect, that she was a virgin.
Bro. I mean, like the point is, the point of bringing it up out of respect and to bring up the fact that of the tragedy that's been taken is the fact that she was a virgin as well. I mean, obviously, rape is a tragedy no matter what. But her calling her a virgin is part of the tragedy as to what happened.
Okay, I mean, if I can concede that it could mean something else, I mean, I'm fine with that. Sorry, go ahead.
In that particular culture,
you got to get back into the better.
Pull up that verse in Deuteronomy or whatever, say, oh, she was raped in the field. Oh, can you hear me?
Now we can.
Now we could. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying basically like within that particular culture, chastity was something that was really important and valued amongst women. And we see that from even like the instances where people try to bring up that verse in Deuteronomy where they say, oh, the woman was raped in the field and da 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 da. The reason it's worded in particular ways is because there's particular issues surrounding it. So it's worded that way to show that, hey, her chastity, her virginity is something that's honored. It's heavily, I mean, that's a Jewish concept. Like that's not something we're making up.
No, I'm aware of that. I'm not, I'm not saying that virginity wasn't like what's what I'm going to use
that
here.
Goes to his point then is what I'm saying. So like so basically what Bear is saying is it's not a stretch to come up with that particular type of interpretation because that's based on Jewish context. I guess that's something that's far to think about as well.
Well, let's see. Did did the Jewish
There's also something else that I wanted to just real quick. There's also something else that I wanted to bring up in reference to Isaiah 7:14. The child that was born, what was his name in according to Isaiah 7:14?
Emmanuel.
In the immediate context, I think you said it was Ahaz. What was his child's name?
It was his
Or
child, or it wasn't his child. It was the woman's child. They're saying the child we named Emmanuel, and then
okay.
by the time he's old enough to know like good from bad, basically, Assyria will come and wipe out your enemies. Is pretty much what he says.
Was he named Emmanuel?
It doesn't. I don't think it actually specifically says with a name ever, because it's not the point of the passage. The point isn't the name. The point is the time frame.
That was just said for no reason.
Pretty much. I mean, Jesus wasn't named Emmanuel either. I don't know.
Servos, what?
So,
yeah, because you all want it to. You all need it to mean something.
Look,
that's
Sarah,
why.
oh
my God, Servos, that's
you guys hear me?
bro. Yeah. Now we could. You were still breaking up a little.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, the reason why I bring this up, and I didn't want to interrupt because you were building with them pretty well. I think it'll be a great conversation for people who will listen back. But we talked about this yesterday, actually, and people don't realize this. But and you seem like a pretty knowledgeable guy, so I'm not going to say that you don't know this. But Isaiah, when it was originally written, or even the codice that we have now, it doesn't have chapter numbers. Like it wasn't like, oh, let's go to Isaiah 7. And no, it's one long scroll that's even preserved to this day, like 99% accurate to what we have today in many different manuscript traditions. The reason I bring this up is because historically, this has been looked at as a form of double entendre. So, like, for instance, in Isaiah 7:14, that can be intrinsically linked to Isaiah, what we would consider to be Isaiah 9. And how we know this to be the case is because when you go to Matthew chapter 1 and it talks about Jesus that was born, and it says in parentheses, it says his name is Emmanuel, it tells you what that means.
Yeah,
So
God
when
with
it
us.
says that Jesus, yeah. So when it says that when it's basically saying that Jesus fulfills his prophecy, and you see this all throughout Matthew. Matthew's like, thus saith the prophet, the fulfilled, da 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 da, in almost every chapter.
Yep.
But it's in parentheses because of what it means, not because he'll literally be named it. So we know Jesus is literally God with us, and we can prove that throughout all of Scripture.
So this argument says to me, the virgin part, well, you all proceed to be the virgin part, whatever. I'll just say that that's what it says, just for the sake of the argument. The virgin part's literal, but the name is not.
No, do you know what a double entendre is?
Yes, I do know what a double entendre is. Yes, yeah, I know.
Okay, what is it?
A double entendre is where something can have two different meanings depending on the context.
Okay, thank you. So in certain passages, and you see this all throughout the Psalms, so it's not a stretch to say this either. All throughout the Old Testament and even in the Psalms, and we can even apply this here, there are particular passages in a chapter that apply for specific reasons to specific people. Not everything in the chapter or in the passage is about that particular person. Hence why we say it's a double entendre, because it has a immediate context and it also has a future context that can be applied to the Messiah. Because if you're going to be consistent, then you have to tell us, okay, sure, this other part applies to this particular person. Why doesn't this apply to the particular person?
Well,
so where in the immediate context is this person named Emmanuel?
Well, it doesn't say that he was. Again, I don't think it says it actually in the passage.
Okay, but in the Bible, don't we have passages in the Bible? And it doesn't matter if you don't take it. This is our paradigm. In the Bible, we have a passage, and this is explicitly applied to Jesus in Matthew 1, and it says in parentheses that he's not going to be called Emmanuel by name, but the meaning means God is with us. And Christians, we understand Jesus Christ is God incarnate.
It says they will call him.
They will call him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I understand all of that. My point is just that what you're saying is we need to interpret this to have two different meanings: one with the context and one divorced of the context.
That's your interpretation.
Oh my God!
If that's the case,
no, that's what you said.
Servos, listen. You came on here to say that I can prove he didn't fulfill prophecy.
Yeah.
All you did was give an interpretation, your own private interpretation, that for you would say he didn't fulfill the prophecy, but you didn't do anything to completely disprove as to how we interpret it as far as a fulfillment of prophecy.
Yeah, and I'm just saying that you're saying that these words have separate meanings, and if I accept that you all have a like the context is different
No,
or double
that's what you're
entendre.
saying,
No,
bro.
that's no.
No,
You're saying
no.
that you need to interpret it
Because
my
if that's
way.
the case,
Can I finish my sentence?
no, because this is
Like
pretty
I can't
dumb.
finish it. Okay.
Because if that's the case, if you want it to be extremely literal and everything must be applied to the same person, then give us an epistemic grounding as to how you know that this person's name was not Emmanuel. Because you said, well, we don't know if his name was Emmanuel or not, according to Isaiah 7:14.
Yeah.
Okay, but
And
that's what your argument hinges on.
no, it's not.
So either he was named Emmanuel or he wasn't. And if you don't know either way, then the most probable answer for this is that it is a double entendre, meaning that not every single passage in that chapter can be referred to the same person.
Yeah, and I would just say that it doesn't hinge on the child being named Emmanuel. That to me
All right, bro.
that doesn't matter.
Okay,
You know?
Servos,
but it
question.
literally says it.
Hold on, I mean, Servos. The way we interpret Isaiah 7:14, can it mean a virgin?
I would say no based on the scholarly consensus.
You're saying it absolutely has no possibility of it meaning virgin?
I say it's very unlikely.
I didn't ask that. I said, can it mean virgin?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay, so if it can mean virgin, then we could interpret this passage as far as being fulfilled, correct?
Only if you can prove that it did mean virgin.
What? And can you prove it didn't mean virgin?
Well, it's not my job to prove the prophecy.
Exactly. Get the hell out of here, bro. See, and then it's always like this with the atheists. And I knew that these questions, and this is where I was going to go to next. This is how it always ends with the atheists. It's the burden shift. No, you got to prove my argument. You got to prove it. You got to prove my argument's false when you are the one presenting the argument, bro. It always ends with some stupid stuff like that. Thank you so much for the money gun. Man. That's crazy.
Yeah, they always do this with this passage, and every time when I say, well, this is a double entendre, and I say, well, we see this all throughout the Bible in the Psalms, in Isaiah, in Proverbs. Like, not everything in the chapter is referring to David, or not everything in the chapter is referring to the immediate person in the context. Because if that's the case, then you need to show us, like for instance, in Psalm 21. Okay, the Jews will say it's about David. The whole thing is about David or something like that. Okay, fine. Well, then when was David pierced? When was his bones exposed? So not everything in that particular chapter has to be about David, but they would have you believe, no. Everything has to be about him. Well, then the burden of proof is on you. Show us where this happened to him. Show us where the child in Isaiah 7 was named Emmanuel. I don't have to do that. Yeah, bro, get out of here, bro. Leave.
Yeah, no, it's just nuts. Anyways, I don't know where my wife went, but all right. What's up?
Hello, Bear.
What's up?
How's it going, man?
What faith are you?
I'm Muslim.
All right, what you got, bro?
Well, I saw that you said that Christianity and Trinity are more logical than Islam, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about theology, right? Obviously.
Okay.
So I was going to say, I feel like the theology of Islam makes more sense if we're just talking about strictly theology-wise.
In your theology, does Muhammad go in line with the previous prophets?
He claims to be, yeah.
Okay, how can we confirm this?
So, well, there is, if you're talking about, there is a lineage. I do know he was a part of the people of Cater.
I don't care about that.
Right.
I'm saying in line as far as his message.
Yeah. If you're talking about, are you talking about genetic lineage or are you talking about message-wise?
I just said message.
Oh, message? Well, I mean, in the Quran, I mean, he claims, if you're going to do an internal critique, it claims in the Quran that these previous scriptures, I affirm it. But the reason why I say logically is because...
Hold on, brother. Stop right there. So the Quran says it. I'm doing an internal critique, but that doesn't mean that we can't confirm whatever your paradigm is trying to claim. So in the Eternal Critique, the Quran is claiming that his message is in line with the previous prophets. How can we confirm this to be true?
The way that we confirm this to be true is, if that's obviously the faith part, where if you believe in him,
And that's
it's
where
kind of like when Jesus says,
you're proving that
when
Islam
Jesus
is
says
illogical
that,
right now. You're literally proving it's illogical.
you're claiming that, but Jesus also says that he's in line with the previous prophets as well.
Explain what you mean by faith. Yeah, we can confirm that externally of what he says, but can you explain what you mean by faith? You mean blind faith? You just believe it with no reason?
No, not blind faith. No, not blind faith.
Okay, so then so how can we confirm that his message is in line with the previous prophets?
What type of confirmation are you looking for?
Something that would be evidence, objective.
So, well, in the Torah, the people of the Torah believe in sadaqah, right? And Muslims, they give sadaqah, and the Jews give sadaqah, but the Christians don't give sadaqah. So there's in the beginning and in the end, both these people follow the same concept.
Is the Torah preserved?
We're not talking about the preservation, though. We're talking
we
about
are. We would have to, if we're going to if we're going to use the Torah as an external evidence to support this claim, we would need to first know if the Torah is a reliable source. So is it preserved from its original or not?
We believe that some parts are. We would say that we believe in those previous books, right? Mm-hmm. But obviously, we don't believe as Jews do, and we don't believe in the Bible as the Christians do, right? But we believe in the.
So you don't believe they're preserved? Is the answer no? We don't believe it's preserved.
I believe that they are the word of God. I don't think that the book itself right now is the books that were referred to in the Quran, as the Quran is the word of God.
So then why are you referring to a book that the Quran's not referring to?
I'm not referring to the book. I'm referring to the people of the book.
Okay.
And it says so the people of the book are the same people. Like we're
no, similar. You said in the Torah. You said we're using the Torah. The Torah, they give sadaqah. They give sadaqah. Boom, that's proof. But that Jews, Torah, I'm asking, that's fine. But the Torah in which you appeal to, is that Torah preserved or is it corrupted?
I would say they follow a different book than what we do. I believe we follow a different.
Is that book okay? Great. So is that Torah a reliable source? Can we find Islam 100%? Can we find it? Can we find it as 100% in line with Islam?
For us, no, it wouldn't. Their Torah would not be a reliable source.
Then why are we using this as evidence if it's not reliable?
But the reason why I'm using this is to show that the culture is very similar. So that means that there's a continuity there.
So what? Like you guys.
What do you mean?
Here,
so what?
Okay, so you understand that when two cultures when they do something similar, you can show similarities in different cultures, right? So you guys go to the Kaaba and you circle that 7 times. The pagans prior to Islam were doing the same thing. So does that mean you guys believe in the same thing because culturally you guys share that same thing?
No, we're not. We don't believe in it like a pagan type, but
but you guys did the same thing at the same place, same object and everything, right? So you guys must believe in the same thing they did, right?
I understand where you're coming from, and I understand from that.
So you see how you see how when I use your same logic onto you, it now becomes absurd, right?
No, because the thing is, though, it's because these books were mentioned before. The paganism wasn't mentioned before in the Quran.
So that doesn't mean it wasn't there, dude. That's irrelevant what you just said. Like I don't know how that even ties to anything that what I was just talking about. I'm saying that me saying, well, they have cultural similarities, therefore my evidence is true, is equivocating. It's using evidence and trying to bring something that's completely irrelevant that can mean something else and trying to use that as kind of like your argument as to why I can use the Torah. You don't believe the Torah is a reliable source. Therefore, this is not even evidence, even in your paradigm.
But no, yeah, I understand. But you're saying that was Muhammad a continuation of the faith, right? Was Muhammad a continuation of the book, of the people of the book? So that's what I'm saying it from. And that shows continuity because there's similar rules.
Brother, is it 100% in continuity with the Torah?
No, not 100%. It's different.
So then that would actually prove otherwise, that there's inconsistencies with his message.
What do you mean okay, explain what do you mean inconsistencies with his message, because the Bible isn't
Because
100%
it's not in
continuity
line with the
to
Torah. Like, bro, I asked you,
Okay, well
how
the
do we
Bible
show, how
isn't.
can we confirm that he has continuity from the previous prophets? And then you bring me the Torah, and then you admit that it's not 100% in line with Islam.
But there's similarities though, as the
What, I'll
Bible you're
grant you
saying is a
every single
continuity.
similarity, but what about the things that are not similar? What, how do you explain that?
Well, the Bible isn't 100% similar
I
with the
don't care about the
Torah.
Bible. I'm talking about you and your prophet. How is your prophet in line with the previous scriptures or the previous prophets?
How can you judge us from a lens that you don't judge yourself from? That doesn't make sense.
No, it's irrelevant right now. It's a different topic. If you wanted to question me on how Jesus is in line with the previous prophets, that is a different topic than what I'm asking you. I'm asking, how is Muhammad in continuity with the previous prophets? And you're trying to change the topic to something else. So
No,
I'm trying
not
to.
changing the topic. I'm talking
Okay,
about
so we're
theology.
talking about Muhammad in line with the previous prophets, right?
My friend, you're saying the Trinity is logical.
We're talking about
That's your
now.
problem.
That's a third topic change now. Like these are different topics on the screen. You chose to talk about the theology of Islam being logical, and I'm challenging that right now. And you're not doing,
Okay.
and you're not doing a good job helping it. So
I
if
was
it's
referring to God's
logical,
theology of it.
the claim of the Quran and Islam is that Muhammad is in line with his message with the previous prophets. You appealed to a book that you admit is not consistent with Islam. How does this confirm that Muhammad is continuous with the previous prophets?
Well, to be fair, I tried my best with it, but I'm not the most educated on that part. But I
Then
do
why'd you
know
come
about
up here, bro?
the theology of it, because I wanted to talk about the theology of the Trinity and Tawheed. I didn't know I don't know much about I do know, but not as much
Okay, so you
about Muhammad's
concede that we cannot prove that he's in continuity with the previous prophets. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't have
What's
that
the
much
next? What's the
information
next?
for that.
Pick a
Other people
topic
do
that
have.
you actually can argue, bro.
I was gonna say the Tawheed makes more sense than Trinity,
How?
because I feel the oneness of God is more shown and it's more agreed upon than the Trinity.
More agreed
Right?
upon according to what?
History, right? Like
What?
your claim is that
More agreed
has the
upon
Trinity been
amongst
here
who?
forever?
Amongst who?
I'm saying the Trinity, has it been here since the beginning of time?
You're muted, bro, when you go away from TikTok.
My fault. But I was saying the Trinity, right? Has it been here since the beginning of time?
Yes.
Compared to Tawheed.
Yes.
Okay, so then why wasn't Jesus on earth since the beginning of time?
Brother, Jesus is God. He created
That's your
all
claim,
things.
but he manifested as a human though.
So
shouldn't he be on earth?
who?
And
Jesus?
shouldn't the idea of the Trinity be before the Council of Nicaea? I never heard about the Trinity before the Council of Nicaea.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, bro. All right, man. Orbital, how old are you, bro?
What does my age have to do with this?
Because the way you're arguing right now, I just have a sneaky suspicion. How old are you? There's no way that you're an adult, the way you're arguing right now. Like the way you're arguing is arguing from an undeveloped brain.
My fault. Someone came inside, but
yeah, your mom and your dad came inside, right? Like, how old are you?
Why does my age matter?
Because there's a certain age limit to be on TikTok.
I'm 22.
No, there's no way you're 22. All right, man. Have a good day,
Bro,
bro.
what?
Go sit down. Like the way you're arguing right now, literally is like a immature child. I never heard of the Trent. You sound like this kid's friend. You guys go to the same? You guys in the same class or something?
I don't know.
Do you know that other kid? Does he go to your school?
No.
Nah. Hey, did you clean your room today, gang?
I like clean it daily, bro.
You what?
I clean it daily.
You clean. Oh, there you go, bro. That's what's up. How your grades in school?
Good.
Like what? What's good?
Like A's and B's.
Nah, bro. I only talk to kids that got straight A's, bro. So, man, have a good day, bro. bro, at some point, man, it's like, do I cook a little kid or not? Like his arguments were so like, just like, bro, what are you saying right now? What are you even saying? Todd the Flat Guy, thank you so much for the super chat. What the? My YouTube didn't tell me you were live, Bear. They're trying to keep you down. They're trying to keep me down, bro. They're trying to shadow ban me, man. Like, I don't know what's going on. But thanks for joining, though. We still got 138 people in here. Verna, thank you so much for the super chat. Assalamu alaikum. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And Ray, shout out to Ray's for the 3 months. Cookout Saturday. That's right. That's right. Shout out to Ray's for the 3-month membership on the YouTube. Appreciate you, gang. Orbital, bro. Go clean your room, man. Go clean your room, gang. I don't know, man. Like, look, I guess I could say, like, it's good that we got little kids, you know, little kids that want to debate. It's better than them to debate religion than the other things they could be doing on the internet. So, you know, I'm happy for Orbital in that sense. But, bro, I don't know, man. Like, my brain was getting, like I felt like it was rotting.
Hey, bro, you making fun of my voice and you calling me young, but you're fat, though.
Yeah, so I wasn't making fun of your voice, first of all, bro. So the fact that you didn't even comprehend what I was saying right now proves my point. You sound young because of the way you're talking, your mannerism, and the way get the hell off the stage. Yeah, get out of here, little kid. So once again, the fact that you didn't even understand or comprehend what I was saying. The dude literally said Muhammad has contonation. The way you were even using the words, bro, just proves that you're a little kid. You don't sound like a little kid. You do sound like you could be in your 20s. That wasn't even my point. The fact that couldn't even comprehend in your brain is the reason why we figured out that you were young. That you're a little ass kid, bro. And the way you was triggered by it definitely shows it as well. Man, go clean the room, bro. We got the other kid. He cleans his room daily. Be like him. Bro, it's funny how people come in here, bro. They just want to give insults. They can't argue. I boot him off for not arguing. I spare him for not embarrassing him, and then they get mad, bro. But then they'll get really triggered when I clip them saying something stupid, taking advantage of their stupidity. And then we get views on a clip, and they're like, "Oh my God, he clipped me. I'm gonna try to clip him back." It's funny, bro. What's up, bro?
Bro, I just wanted to ask. Wait, oh my bad. I look-y read the thing wrong. I thought you were saying like Christianity and like is like the wrong way. Sorry, I look-y messed up. I didn't realize like.
Are you a Christian?
Oh yeah, I'm Christian.
Okay, what kind of Christian are you?
Oh, I'm just Christian. Well, I am Catholic, but I'm converting to just Christianity normally.
Oh, you're leaving Catholicism?
Yeah, I'm going to just straight Christianity.
Why don't you look into Orthodox?
Honestly, the only reason why I'm leaving Catholicism is because, like, after reading the Bible and everything, I look-y just want to stay with Christianity, and that's it.
Bro, Catholicism is Christianity, but Orthodox. Why haven't you looked into like Orthodoxy?
I've never looked into it.
So, which Christianity are you going, like, out of all the Protestant sects? Which one are you going to?
I have no idea, dude. I'm just because my friend because I have a lot of religious friends, and I was talking to him about it. He was like, "You just become like." I didn't know there was like different branches. Like I know there's like Protestant, Orthodox, Catholicism, and then there's the Eastern Orthodox, the one that was created in the medieval.
In the medieval.
Yeah, there was one where I don't know what it's called. I don't know if it's Eastern Orthodox or the other one.
Brother, it sounds like you need to do some research on your church history, bro.
Bro, leave Cathal, he's gonna end up being a Muslim.
Yeah, he's gonna like if you leave Catholicism is what he's saying. So, bro, you understand like there's a history behind our church.
Yeah.
Have you well, I think I know the answer, but have you studied it?
No, not really.
I think you should do that, bro. Like instead of just saying, I feel like I should do this, I feel like I should do that, why don't you do some research as to like what the first 3 centuries of the church did? And like do like there's documentation of like how they worshipped, when they worshipped, what they did, etc. Like we have that. Like you can look this up. Like it's accessible throughout the internet. And when you read it, I want you to ask yourself this question: like, which church today best resembles what they do?
You want? I can't search it right now because I'm on my phone and I'm in the car. So when I'm back into work, I'll search it up and I'll join the live.
Yeah, join my Discord, bro. Yo, Discord.
What is it called?
It's just the link is in my bio, bro. Just join it.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at it right now.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Oh boy, I'm just gonna leave. Just because my friend told me to leave. I think he's right. I just feel it. What's up?
Oh, my bad, bro. I'm a Christian, but I was just listening to your conversation. So you were talking about like Eastern, like Orthodox and like Catholicism. Like, if I said I was a Christian, but I wasn't like any of those, would that be a problem?
If you were not one of those, would it be a
Yeah,
problem?
like I was just like a regular Christian.
It depends. It could be a problem, but I don't know. Because you don't understand, you don't have the fullness of our Christian theology if you're not Orthodox.
So if I just pray to God, like let's say I have a relationship with God, I pray to God, daily, read my Bible, and I believe, everything in the Bible. That's a problem.
Could be, yeah. How are you gonna interpret this Bible?
Like, what do you mean, like, interpret the Bible?
You think you could pick up you understand that like the New Testament is considered ancient, and the Old Testament was considered ancient during the time of the New Testament. So this is an ancient. The majority of the book is the Old Testament. Ancient book written by an ancient language that is not necessarily. Both languages are not really even spoken anymore. All right, because Koine Greek is not the same as modern Greek, and Paleo Hebrew is not the same as like modern Hebrew. You think you can pick up this text that was translated from those ancient texts from ancient times, and you think you can understand it just by yourself?
I mean, I really started doing that from like when I started reading the Bible. Like the first few words of Genesis, like I had figured out like there was a meaning behind it, in like Hebrew and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like if I can keep doing that, why would I have to be like an Orthodox? Like why do I have to join?
Because you're not going to be able to. You're going to make mistakes on interpretations, bro. That's why do you believe Jesus is God?
Oh, yeah, bro, I do.
Okay. So there's people that pick up the Bible and read the same book you read and say, nope, he's not God.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. So, like, my point is you are not infallible. Neither am I. We all can interpret something. Just because you got a couple things right, you can't even confirm if what you're interpreting is right or not. You don't have no ways to confirm that because there's other ways to interpret the Bible that you can say Jesus is not God.
There is?
Yeah. Just called Unitarians, Jehovah's Witnesses, and other people.
But those people are the Antichrist, though. That's different.
I know, but I agree with you. But I have a criteria that I can go off of to know that I'm right. You don't. You're just going off of your feelings, and your feelings could be wrong.
So, like, if Jesus is like speaking in parables, now I'm understanding it. But
How do you know if you're understanding it?
Oh, you're right.
So the way I would say is like, well, according to the Bible, the church is the pillar of all truth. So we use the church because the church is the one that compiled the Bible to begin with.
Yep.
We use the church and understand what did they believe, and how did they interpret this? And that's the criteria that we're going to go off of. And the reason why we trust the church is the same reason why we trust them to putting together the Bible, because they knew what they were doing.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay, so let's say, because I don't believe I don't know. I feel like I was talking about like Catholics before, bro, and like they worship like Mary and stuff.
They don't worship Mary, bro. So I'm not Catholic, but I'm not gonna misrepresent them like that. Yeah, they don't worship Mary. There are some Catholics that will be extreme with it, and they're kind of rage baiting because and I can understand why, because just like Orthodox, we get the same flack from Protestants as well. We get accused of being idol worshipers and worshiping Mary and stuff like that. So sometimes Catholics get so like instead of explaining it and saying no, we don't, they just rage bait them. They just troll them. Oh yeah, I worship Mary, just to troll them. But it's just because they're just tired of explaining it. But no, they don't worship Mary.
They aren't being for real and stuff.
Yeah, no, they're not being.
Okay, because I thought that was weird, but and you said look into like Orthodox, because I usually watch a streamer. He's called Nick SSV, and then he's a Orthodox too. So I really appreciate that. Like that really just strengthens my beliefs. Try to learn about the church fathers and stuff.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, bro.
I just had a question, but where do I even start? Like I'm reading the Bible right now. I kind of I understand the words. Like you really called me out on that, and I can really be going off like feelings and stuff. And that was obviously you were 100% right. That's why I admitted I was wrong. But how do I just like start off with like Orthodox and stuff, and just try to interpret the Bible like the right way, like how you do.
Yeah, it's years of studying, and I'm not saying you can't do it. I want you to do it, but it is years of work. Okay, now studying the Bible is a lifelong commitment. But what I would say is this, bro. Try you. I think for you where you are, and I do appreciate your honesty. So, and I appreciate you. Actually are able to take a critique and not get offended. So I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah,
but yeah, no. What I would say is, how about just try tomorrow. Try going to an Orthodox church. Just check it out first, because if you're going to interpret the Bible the way I do, I rely on the Orthodox church. So first look at the church and go check it out for yourself. Just go one time, and ask the priest a bunch of questions. Okay. They love that, by the way. Like they'll talk to them at the end. They usually have a coffee hour where they go to another room and they serve coffee and other like food and stuff like that. And then just sit down, go find the priest and ask him questions and have a conversation with him. And then if you feel like the Orthodox Church is for you, then you can start digging in a little bit more.
That's fire, man. I really, maybe not tomorrow, I wouldn't say tomorrow, but I'll definitely look into it and dedicate myself to go. Because I've never really been to like an Orthodox or I just been to like a regular church, and I really just stopped going to churches because, like, the church I used to go to used to preach false, stuff, and I called them out on it, and then, they never stopped writing, But I really appreciate it, bro.
Why couldn't you go tomorrow? Is there a reason? I mean, you don't have to say personal reasons, but
yeah, I have work tomorrow. That's why. Okay. I got work. That's why.
What days don't you work?
So right now I'm in college, so it's like. You can hear me?
Yeah, now I could. Yep.
But I got a call. But I usually don't work. I usually don't work on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and
Do you work during the day on Wednesday? You breaking up, bro. Man, whoever's calling you, bro, is a demon.
Oh, bro, that's my brother. Bro. He's calling because I got to get to work. That's why.
No, you're good. Do you work during the day on Wednesday or at night?
On Wednesdays, I have a full schedule. Like I work in the morning and I go to class at 5 to 7:30.
Oh,
so
okay.
Tuesdays and Thursdays is like really my best option.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if anything, I'll probably just call off. I'll probably just call next Sunday.
Okay.
Or I might just call off tomorrow and really take your advice and just Uber
Do me a
there and
favor.
stuff,
Just I'll hit you a follow. Send me a DM. And just DM me like the zip code that you live. Okay. And then I'll find you. I'll find you an Orthodox church, the closest one near you, and I'll send you the address and everything.
I appreciate that, Brody. I really appreciate that. I really look into orthodoxies. That you very right about what you did say about my feelings and stuff. And I really do want to interpret the Bible and stuff.
No worries. And then also join the Discord too, because we have other people in there that we have these discussions all the time. So I think you would enjoy it.
I appreciate that, brother. God bless you.
All right, man. God bless, brother.
You too.
All right, guys. W conversation with him. He was honest. So.
Guys, all y'all stay blessed. God bless y'all.
All right, bro. God bless you. W conversation with him. Appreciate that. All right, let's see. I think we got some potential oppies. Potential ops. So nice to have open-minded guests like that, Thanks for putting the Discord link, Nemesis. Appreciate you, gang. Bear, how would you explain the Trinity? 3 distinct persons, 1 essence. All right, let's get to some super chats. Thank you so much. Going 3D, thank you for the super chat. Bear is not fat, he's spiritually fed. That's right. Spiritually fed is right. OG, thank you so much for the gifted 1 month membership to somebody. Somebody got a free membership on the YouTube. Thank you so much, OG, for giving that away. If you received it and you're in the chats, because sometimes it gives it to people that are not even here. But if you're in the chat, make sure you say thank you to OG. And then Ty the Fly Guy, thank you so much for the other super chat. 5 minute behind. I feel. Muslims stay in their feelings. They stay listening to Drake. I swear. I know, bro. They be in them feelings for sure. And then shout out to my man Kenneth Garcia, aka Papa Blanco. Thank you so much with the big time super chat. I know payday was yesterday. It's sad how little people know about Catholics and Eastern Orthodox. Please study. There's over 2,000 years worth of history. Go to the church and learn the faith. Amen. I agree with that. A lot of misconceptions on the apostolic churches, and we'll even throw in Oriental Orthodox in there as well. A lot of misconceptions specifically in the West. Where it's predominantly, especially in the United States, Protestant, there's a lot of misconceptions as to what the apostolic churches actually believe. And, it is what it is. And Papa Blanco with the other, oh my gosh, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. We got to do a little copyright for this one, bro. Appreciate you, gang.
The best morning.
Shout out to Papa Blanco with the copyright, man. But this time on the YouTube.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Thank you so much, bro, for the other $20 super chat. All right, let's pray for him, family. He seems honest and genuine. Rome is home. All right, we'll cut out that last part. Rome is home. But I agree with you. We need to pray for him. But thank you guys. Thank you for all the love you guys are showing, man. I appreciate that. Man, these guests have been funny today. They've been funny, man. They've been funny. I'm been trying to get some dawa. Can't get no good dawa, man. There's no good dawa out there. Dawa's in shambles, bro. Dawa's in shambles. I just start asking simple questions, bro. Just simple questions. Yo, Ken. Justin said, you spelled Constantinople wrong. You spelled it Rome, bro. It's the new Rome. The new Rome is where you got to come home to, That's what you got to do, man. RIP to the Dawa. Yeah, the Dawa's in shambles, gang. Dawa's in shambles. We ain't got no good Dawa. Dawa today is like, it's just troll the Christians. Let's bring troll arguments to the Christians. We'll clip them and we just laugh. That's Dawa. That's dawa. That's what it is, bro. Dawa is not like, well, let me logically explain why this makes sense. No, we're just gonna try to get some Christians to slip up. We're gonna clip it, and that's it. Bear, did you see Nick debate last night with that Nadir Ahmed? Yeah, I saw like a good hour of it. I didn't see the whole thing. That dude Nadir is insufferable, bro. Like the amount of like presumptions that he makes in all of his claims are absurd. Like a complete, like the dude, you have to be like on another level of delusional, bro. It's just insane, bro. Insane. And then he revealed that he was using ChatGPT when he was told not to, like they weren't allowed to use. Bro, these people, man, they're not the sharpest. Nadir's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. You know what I'm saying? But I get the feeling that none of them are. You know, bro, put AI on the screen, was like, look what ChatGPT said. Onyx Rider, thank you so much, gang. Thank you for the shout out to the Oriental Church too. Shout out to my Armenian people. Prayers for what the government is doing to the church right now. Yeah, amen. Hey, look, I don't agree with the Oriental Orthodox Church, obviously, in our Christology. Okay, and there's some Orientals that would call me a kafir, a Nestorian, a Chalcedonian. Okay, but I will say this: them Orientals, historically, especially with what they have to deal with the Muslims, are zealous for Jesus Christ. I got to give them credit. They are definitely, they're willing to die for it, bro. So I tip my hat out to the Oriental Orthodox Church. They've been through a lot. Obviously, I disagree with their Christology, and disagree with their ecclesiology as well. But it's all good, man. You know, we have people that genuinely love Jesus Christ in Catholicism, in Protestantism, and in Oriental Orthodox, and obviously Eastern Orthodox. There are definitely people in all of those sects that don't get into the theological discussions like we do here. Therefore, many of them probably go through their whole life not even knowing what those theological differences are. All they know is, hey, I just love Jesus, and this is what I grew up as a Catholic. I grew up as a Protestant. I grew up as a Coptic or whatever, you know? And they genuinely love Jesus Christ, and they do the best they can, just like we all are. And so shout out to all those people as well. But, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. What's up?
Yo, what are you saying?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Just like to say that it's the same paradigm, Christianity, Islam. There's just textual differences and understandings of
You said
how we
what?
interpret
What's the same paradigm?
As in, the Torah is a revelation of God. Jesus, he had the word of God within him, and the Quran is the word of God as well. Same paradigm.
Okay.
I just feel like
How can you believe that if when we look at the Torah and the Bible, it's like it's not in line with the Quran. So how do you explain that?
oh yeah, previous scriptures being corrupted by the Jews, and then the Quran confirms and corrects it. So quite simple.
So we don't have anything outside of the Quran to confirm the Quran's claims?
No, you can disprove the legitimacy of the Bible through the Bible itself. You don't really need the Quran for that. But the Quran is like a standard.
I'll grant you that the Bible, for the sake of argument, is corrupted. How can you confirm what the Quran is claiming then, if the Bible is corrupted?
Well, it only makes sense if the word of God was changed by the Israelites, then God would have sent something to the Ishmaelites.
Halim, I'm granting it to you for the sake of argument. Let me just grant it to you and say I don't believe it, but for the sake of argument and to what I want my question answered. Let's just say the whole Christian Bible has been corrupted, and I agree with you. Then, if we're in agreement there, the Bible is not a reliable source anymore. Now, is it?
Yeah, so that's why God needs to send the Quran as a standard for
Good, I got you. And I know that's the belief, but me as a person who doesn't believe in the Quran, how can I confirm that the Quran is in line with the previous scriptures?
Based off of the prophets, based off of the revelation in the Quran, based off of
the
the angel Gabriel.
prophets. Okay. Revelation of the Quran wouldn't help me because I'm questioning the Quran. Gabriel wouldn't help me either because I can't confirm if that's Gabriel or not. I think confirming with the previous prophets may help me. How do I do that?
Well, you read the Torah, you read the Bible, see what they're saying.
But wait, hold on. Why would I go there? It's not a reliable source. It's been corrupted.
No, as in to see what the stories were like in terms of Exodus and all that kind of stuff.
How would that? Wait. Why would that help me though? Because it's corrupted.
Yeah, but there's a lot of preservation there as well. The things that have been.
Oh, okay. So some things are preserved.
Well, yeah, of course. Like God didn't allow His book to be completely corrupted.
Okay, so how am I going to confirm which parts are corrupted, which parts are not?
Use the Quran as a standard.
I'm questioning the Quran. I'm not going to use the Quran because I don't trust it yet. I need to. How am I going to decipher what parts are corrupted, what parts are not? Not using the Quran because that would be circular.
So you're saying don't use the Bible, don't use the Torah, don't use the Quran.
I'm not saying that. I'm going with you. We'll use the Torah and the Bible, knowing that it's corrupted, but not entirely corrupted. That's what you said. Some parts are preserved, some parts are not. Okay, I'm with you there. Now, the only thing left is to figure out which parts we know for sure are preserved. And then when I know that, then I can use that to confirm the Quran. Okay, how am I supposed to know what parts are preserved, what parts are not?
Without using the Quran.
Yeah, I mean, if I use the Quran, that would be circular. I would just, that wouldn't, it's fallacious. It's illogical.
I think if that's the case, you got to sit, meditate, wait until the spirit of discernment falls upon you, and then you can read the Torah.
What?
And then read the Torah with a new insight.
So wait for, like, how do I know that's not a demon trying to convince me to go to Islam?
Do you see how silly the argument is? Like,
that's not silly. That's not silly. Have you ever talked to a Mormon before?
Yeah, but the Mormons who what's it called? Was it Paul that says like sheep's in wolf in sheep clothing?
Bro,
that's
listen, if you talk to a Mormon and you ask them, why do you believe Mormonism, they don't like to be called Mormon. They like to be called Latter-day Saints. Okay. Why do you believe the Church of the Latter-day Saints is true? And the first thing they would ask you is, have you read the Book of Mormon? And if you say no, they'll say, well, I did. And I prayed right before I did. And I said, God, tell me if this is the truth or not. And they would read the Book of Mormon and they would feel like a warm, fuzzy feeling inside that God is telling them this is true. And they're literal polytheists. Like they believe in polytheism. They don't deny it.
Yeah,
so
Buddhists get a feeling as well when they meditate, feel enlightenment.
Yeah, bro. So I don't think you're understanding my point. It is subjective. You're not understanding my point. There are Mormons that do the same thing you just told me to do. And they believe in polytheism. So they're clear. Me and you would agree. It was like, yo, you guys are wrong. Okay. So they did the same method you told me to do about Islam. So how do I know that Islam, if that method is proven to not be infallible, how do I know when I meditate and I get the spirit of discernment on me and it tells me that Islam is true? How do I know that I'm not being deceived like those Mormons are?
You do know I was being sarcastic with that. Like I wasn't being serious because you were saying don't use the Bible.
All right. So then what's okay? So then what's the answer then? So what's the answer?
So you're saying if the Bible's corrupted, we can't use the Quran. Is that what you're saying?
No. How am I supposed to know what parts are preserved, what parts are not? So you were joking with me the whole time. So okay, fine. Haha, that was funny.
I was just being fallacious because obviously you were making you were saying that
you were being fallacious.
Because you're saying that my argument's circular, so I'm just giving you just a silly example of like how it's not circular. Like if the Bible and the Torah was corrupted, God would have sent down another standard. So the Quran is the standard too.
Brother, that reasoning is fallacious. It's a literal fallacy. It's circular. You're presuming the conclusion in your evidence.
So it doesn't make sense that God would have sent down a second standard to confirm and correct.
It makes sense. It doesn't mean it's true.
So then, what would God do if the Bible was corrupted? What would He do?
I don't know. You're the one that claims the Bible's corrupted. I'm going with you in your paradigm. So the Bible's corrupted. Some parts are corrupted, not the whole thing, according to you. Some parts are corrupted, some parts are not. He wouldn't allow it to get it completely corrupted. Okay. Now, I'm trying to confirm the Quran's claims of it being continuous with the previous prophets. You're telling me to go to this corrupted book. I'm walking with you. But the only thing left of the puzzle now is I need to figure out objectively what parts are corrupted and what parts are not, so I can go to the parts that are not and then see if it's consistent with the Quran. So how do I do that?
You gotta know the Quran, read the Quran, understand what the message of the Quran is.
Oh my God, bro.
And then you go back to the previous scripture. I don't understand what the answer you're looking for, because I feel as if there's no other answer, that you're literally
The answer is based on what you're telling me, bro. There is no answer. Like, you don't know how to confirm it. You just need to first believe in Islam in order to confirm it, which is fallacious.
No, but if the Torah and the Bible is being corrupted, what else do you use as a standard?
That's my point. That's my point. You can't. So if you can't, you don't have anything else, then you can't confirm if Islam is true or not. Why should we believe it?
So you're saying in your paradigm, like as
In anyone's paradigm, I could be an atheist and this would still follow.
No, I'm just saying, like, as bear, like, if one day you realize, like, okay, the Torah actually has been corrupted by the Jews, and the 1,000 years between Moses and the Dead Sea Scrolls is not like being completely preserved, and my Bible's being tampered with, you would be an atheist. You wouldn't go to the Quran to confirm and correct it.
No, like, it would also mean Islam is false if that is true. I don't believe that the Bible's been corrupted, as you say. But even if I was to grant it to you for the sake of argument, that doesn't mean Islam is true now. It doesn't. It actually makes it false, because
So then logically speaking, let's like kind of take a step outside of religion for a second. Let's pretend I'm not a Muslim and you're not a Christian. If, like, okay, God sent a revelation to Moses, He sent a revelation to Jesus, and He sent a revelation to prophets in between. If that revelation got corrupted, what would He do? Like, just logically thinking, like, what would He do to correct those books that have been changed? Like, what would God do in that case?
I don't know. I'm not God.
Damn. So we just kind of go to the Bible.
Are you God? No, you're just going to you're going to know exactly what God would do. God is all powerful, dude. He's a million things He could do.
I think it's the most logical kind of, like,
based
rational,
on what?
Based on what? That is a good question. What do we base it on?
It's just your feelings. You're just your opinion. It's what it's based on. I think God would do this. Okay, you're allowed to have your opinion, but I mean, that doesn't prove me anything.
Yeah, to be honest, I did get told off for saying I think in debates. Shouldn't really be saying that. But it's very like logical when it comes to the Quran. The Torah has been changed. There's things that we move from its proper places. Even the Quran says that.
Look at what my wife makes a good point. She says, I think He wouldn't allow His words to be corrupted in the first place. That's a good thought process. What's wrong with that? Why is that not a possibility?
Because we can't trust the Jews in terms of their preservation of the message.
Didn't God choose the Jews? So God chose people that you can't trust. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
The thing is, the Israelites, they were not the Israelites, but the rabbis and the people at the top. They used to unalive the prophets, and these people, they used to, like, control.
Okay, and the Arabs were pagans. They used to do, like, orgies around the Kaaba and stuff. Okay, why should we trust them?
They were once on Tawheed. That's the thing. So, you know, this argument that people say about these three.
The Jews are in Tawheed too, according to you guys.
Yeah, they were on Tawheed.
They still are, according to you.
Not necessarily. Not their understanding of God is limited.
It doesn't mean that they don't believe in Tawheed, bro. What?
I don't think they're fully Arthurian in that sense. I don't think they are. Okay,
so you think they're polytheists?
To be honest, I haven't fully looked into the Akida of the Jews, but from my understanding, they don't have a full, like, kind of comprehension of the being of who the Father actually is.
Okay,
That's what's been changed in Genesis. He's got he's anthropomorphic, and they gave him human attributes like tiredness and God needs to rest on the third day, and all this sixth, seventh day. They
bro. There's
limited
Muslims
God.
that are anthropomorphic. They give anthropomorphic attributes to Allah too, bro. And it's actually the majority of Islam in the world. I'm assuming you're Salafi, right?
I'm a Sufi Salafi.
A Sufi Salafi?
I believe that every prophet by
Oh,
definition.
holy crap, dude!
No,
You must
prophet
get
by
a lot of
definition
flack
is
from
Sufi.
people on TikTok, huh?
I don't really speak to people on TikTok. But I feel like it just
They
makes
would
sense
be
because
on
Salafi.
your ass, bro. A Sufi Salafi is crazy, bro. That's wild. That's like
No,
saying
I don't believe
that's
in.
like saying I'm a Jehovah's Witness Orthodox.
Nah, I don't believe in I don't believe in the grave worshiping or all that kind of stuff. But Sufi by definition is what every prophet was, because the Sufi is someone who
Oh, the
learns the
Billah. The
science of the heart.
Salafis would say, oh, the Billah. Oh, the Billah. I was watching
And
like
the Salaf,
an all Muslim Arabic live last night, actually. Like I'm talking about like half in Arabic, half in English. And I just sit there, I just watch what y'all be talking about. And the guy that runs the live, I know him. I known him for a while. He's like a super Salafi, Athari, got a master's degree in hadiths. And some guy came up and said Muhammad was a Sufi. The first thing he said was, "Oh, to be lie." That dude got so mad that he said, "How can you say, oh, to be lie, that he was a Sufi?" And they started going at it, bro. It's entertainment, man. Entertainment. But yeah, bro.
yeah, they got a bad rep in it. But I
Yeah.
think when it comes to the definition, like Sufi, every prophet, they worked on the hearts of themselves and the hearts of the people. That's what essentially what a Sufi is. Obviously, they've got like a bad reputation because of like Turks and all that kind of stuff. But a Salafi is basically someone who follows the predecessors of the prophet, or after the prophets came. They're like, how do you say it? The pious companions and the righteous, like Tabi'in and Tabi'in and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I say Sufi Salafi, because like you follow the prophet and then the people that came after the prophet. You know what I mean?
All right, bro. Well, have fun with that, man. I'm gonna move on to the next guest. But
Well, inshallah, you're able to see the truth in the Quran, and like, you know, I can come back another day
I'm
with like
trying,
actual
bro.
proof
But
of
I
the
ask you
Quran.
questions, and it's just not logical what you're saying, bro. So.
Bro, you were going in circles, fam. I was giving you, like,
I'm
you
not
want me to
going
get
in
the
circles. I'm going in
spirit of
circles
discernment.
because I'm going in circles because I'm following your reasoning, dude. Literally, I'm just like, okay, I'm walking with you, and literally we end up in the same circle, and then you blame me. I'm just following you, bro.
Nah,
You
but if the
taking
Torah and the
me
Bible
around
is
you
corrupted,
doing ring around the rosy with me, and then you blame me. Like what?
nah, this is what every Christian doesn't like, because they want a certain answer and then they want to like a ha moment. You know what I'm trying to
I'm
say?
not,
But
bro.
like,
I'm literally just trying to ask you. Like, I'm just showing. Look, you already helped me demonstrate to my. I don't have to have a haha moment. You already helped me demonstrate in front of the audience that I have here, over 200 people, that Islam doesn't really have any grounding to its reasoning. So, all right, man. I'm gonna move on to the next guest, Halim. But you were very respectful. I appreciate talking to you. You can come back anytime.
that's cool, man.
All right, take it easy, bro.
See you in a bit, man.
What's up, Dark Knight? What's going on, bro? What the hell? I literally just started accepting them just because you know how like you can accept a guest and they don't pop up. Just wanted to see if there was actually somebody like. It's crazy, man. Anyways, thank you guys for the support. Thank you everybody. Let me see. I think I got some super chat. Yeah, I got another super chat. But before I do that, Michael Kemple. What's going on, brother? Hey, Bear, new listener and appreciate your ministry. Thank you, brother. Welcome to the Best Morning Live on TikTok and YouTube. It's a little crazy here. It gets a little wild, guys. It's a little wild. Not all those convos are as respectful as the last one. He was a nice kid. Oh, shout out to Papa Blanco with the other super chat. He's going crazy today, man. He must have got a bonus at work or something. Hey, at least Rome still has its name, by the way. Much love, though, baby. That's a shot at all the Orthodox who we're under the new Rome, Constantinople, aka Istanbul, Turkey. You know, But the reason why our name has been changed, Papa Blanco, is because the Catholics wouldn't come help us when the Muzzies were knocking on the door, you know? Those damn Muzzies, bro. They was knocking on the door, y'all wouldn't help us, bro. It's crazy. Y'all left us out to dry. It's wild. Wild. Y'all said, look, y'all need to believe in this innovation of the Filioque, or we're gonna let the Muzzies just do whatever they want. That's crazy, bro. We said, nah, we'll deal with the Muzzies instead of turning our back on Christ. You know? We'll see. Remember this comment after you. Remember this comment after you get baked. Yo, get Muslim up here, yo. Bring me up. Yo, Muslima, come up, yo. Now you gotta come up after those comments. Oh shoot, that's not Muslima. What's up, honeybee?
How you doing, bud?
What's up? What faith are you?
No faith.
Are you atheist, agnostic?
Honestly, I don't even know what maybe I could tell you, and then you could probably tell me what the right label is, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not, this isn't my arena. I seen your picture and everything, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a disagree there, because he said go ahead and request if you disagree. So I'm just gonna go ahead and disagree with the picture here that says they're logical. But
Well, do you believe in God?
I'm not mad at nobody. I just tell you that.
That's cool, bro. Yeah, I'm not mad either. Or do you believe in God?
I believe it. But I believe it's possible. It's possible.
Okay.
I can't just be like,
it's possible, but you don't know.
It's possible, yeah, but I don't know.
Okay, so you're agnostic. All right, no worries. So what do you think is not logical? What part?
Okay, so
what up, Zach?
It says the picture says Christianity and Trinity are logical. Request if you disagree. So I guess I would be.
Do you know anything about Christianity or Trinity?
I know some, yeah. And if I'm wrong on any premise, please correct me.
Okay.
Yeah, from if you want me, I'll give you my understanding.
No, you don't have to. Just tell me just tell me what's illogical, and if we see that there's a misunderstanding,
Sure. For what I think is illogical is that here you have a volume of a book that has experience and suggestions and downright commandments on what to do, right? Because of God. So here's what God. Here's the book. If you want to know, this is it right here. And I have a disagreement with it, because I don't think that they know. I think that they were scared, shepherds and people in the grass, and you know what I mean? They were just scared and trying to make sense of the world around them. I don't think that, and because of that, because you make it a part of you, I think that you'll end up defending a lot of nonsense, because you now it's about you. It ain't even about what it is.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I'll try. Okay. So let's say, so if, like in Islam, right? They say that there's rules in there, right? And we don't agree with them, and they go, well, how can you defend this, right? How can you defend this when we know this ain't right, or we feel like it ain't right morally and all that? Well, they would say, well, we got the book, and that's part of my life, and that's part of who I am and all that. So really, they defending themselves when they should be trying to argue this ideology. You know what I mean? Like, you take it.
Bro, how is this? What does this have to do with Christianity being illogical?
Oh, bro? Sure. I think that it's illogical. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take you around the block. My bad.
No worries.
So bro. I think what's illogical about it is some of the things that it says. The order of creation. I think that's illogical.
How? Just let's go one at a time, bro. So we don't circle around. We don't spin around the block one more time. Let's just stay right here. What's illogical about the creation story?
Well, for instance, the days. You really think 6 days is all it took?
What do you think it is?
Not 6 days.
You think it was more, less, what?
Oh, for sure. If I plant a seed outside, it's gonna take a long time for that to happen or do something.
So you think it's not
So,
possible for God to create in 6 days an all-powerful being?
well, here's the thing. If he's all powerful, then I don't think he's like all good.
Okay, it's a different topic, bro. I'm asking, like, you're doing an
Well, it's
internal
illogical.
you're doing an internal critique right now. So you brought up the 6 days, not me.
Sure. I don't think it's possible.
Okay. Why? Why do you think it's not possible for an all-powerful being to create in 6 days?
Well, I don't think it's possible because everything how it works down here from what we can observe, that would take way longer than 6 days.
Brother, we're not all-powerful beings. If God exists and he's all-powerful, which means not like us,
okay,
why is it illogical for him to create in 6 days?
Well, I don't know the limits of the power here we're talking about.
Excuse me?
You're talking about things that aren't natural, right? Because it would not happen.
Yes, God would be, if God exists, he would be supernatural. Yes, bro. Yes.
Right. So
you would have to,
outside of
I know you don't believe in this. You don't know if God exists, but you're doing an internal critique. So for the moment, you got to adopt the paradigm of a theist.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, all right. So if we're gonna concede and say God has this ability to bend, all of this and outside of naturalness, he can operate and he functions like that and he can manipulate and such. Geez, I guess the next question is why?
Oh my God, bro. Honey, dude. Have a good day, bro. Bro, I can't with stupid conversations, bro. What's up, Strength?
What's up, man?
What's up? What faith are you?
I guess I would say I'm more of a deist. So
a deist?
Like, yeah. So I just
so you believe
believe
there's a God, he's just not a personal, intelligent being?
in like like in the sense of a human. Like he like I largely believe like God is just like he exists, but he's indifferent to like the personal ongoings of like human beings. I just see too much evidence of like when I see like war and suffering and death and just like all sorts of evil triumphing over good all the time. It just doesn't make sense to me that there would be this personal God that loves humanity and you got all sorts of horrible atrocities happening to Christians everywhere and well really any faith.
Well,
So
let me ask you this then. Where does love come from?
where does love come from?
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's a developed thing. Humans have just developed it over time as being social creatures. It's a survival strategy.
Develop
Right.
doesn't tell us where it comes from. Like where do relational things come from if God is not relational?
What are you implying to? Like
I'm
that
implying like I'm talking about like relational things like love, giving grace, communication, intelligence, like all these things that require relations. Where did it come
yes,
from if God is not relational?
humans needed these things to survive. Like we needed to work
Okay,
together
great, brother. Great. Where does it come from?
through trial and error. Humans that didn't love, that didn't have relational adaptations, that couldn't figure out how to love each other or form bonds, didn't make it, and the ones that did
So
didn't.
we created love. We just came one day, we're like, you know what? We gotta love. And then we just said, let's just do this thing called love.
I wouldn't say it was like just happened out of nowhere all at once.
Okay, so where'd it come
It's just
from? That's what I'm
trial and
asking.
error.
Where'd it come
It
from?
it strengthened over time. It was just
Bro, I'm not asking how much did it strengthen over time. I asked, where does it come from?
like what are you trying to say? Like
Is love eternal or is it created?
Love is created.
Okay. When was it created? By who?
It's in humans. Like love.
What do you mean
Love
it's in
is.
humans? So can you prove this? Like
It's
where?
just in
Where
us
is it? Where
innately.
would it
Like
be in where would
that's
it be in a
like
person's body?
asking where does hunger come from, or where does it just
Hunger
is.
comes from an empty stomach. That's where it comes from. So where
Yeah,
does love
and
come from?
love comes from desire. Like love can be anything. Like
And
love is.
where's that come from? Where's desire come from?
Ah, my goodness. It's part of being humans. Humans just desire. We desire connection. We desire.
So we created that ourselves?
It wasn't. It is needed to survive.
Okay. So where do we get it? Where did it come from? Did we create it?
It was a process.
I didn't ask if it's a process, dude. If you tell me one more time that this stuff has been developed or processed, I'm gonna go crazy. I didn't ask those questions. I'm asking what's the origin of love?
The origin of love. All right,
The
you got to tell
source.
me then. You got to tell me.
I'm asking you from your worldview, bro. Like, how do you explain these things? If your God is not capable of loving like a human, where do we get this concept of love from? And is it universal? How can humans create something universal if we're not universal beings?
Love is.
What? Love is what?
Love can be interpreted in so many different ways. That's why it's like, because you could have love that's a feeling, and then you could have love that's like a calling. Love can go up or down. It's not like you could have love for an object, and you could have love for people. Like it.
Okay, let's just however you define love for an object. That love, however you define it, where's it come from?
It's just in people. It depends.
It's just
It
there.
depends on experiences. It depends on your worldview. It depends on how you were raised, your family.
So you don't have to explain. You don't have to explain where it comes from. It's just there.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. That's absurd. Why should we believe this, dude? Why should we believe your
Why
worldview?
not?
Because it's based on a brute fact. So why not just believe in Christian? Why not just believe Christian? It's just true because I said so. It's just there. It's true. Would you accept that?
That's a whole. But Christianity is a whole story.
Would you accept that?
What?
Would you accept the brute fact that Christianity is true? No explanation.
Of course, I would need an explanation.
Okay, so just like you need an explanation, I need an explanation as to if your God is not relational like humans, then where do these relational things come from?
Oh my goodness. You got to tell me.
Nah, bro, I don't got to tell you nothing. Now you got to go look in the mirror and be like, yo, bro, is this religion even true that I believe in?
These things are built up.
Okay, bro. All right, man. Have a good day, bro. You did it again. You said the whole process development thing just in a different word. It's built up. What's up, Ben?
Hello, brother.
Hello, Habibi. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, I am brother. I am not Muslim.
Oh, okay. What faith are you?
I can't talk here.
Yeah. What faith are you?
Okay. I am a Hindu guy.
You're Hindu?
Yes.
Okay. And you're coming in here to prove me wrong that there's good reasons to believe in Islam?
No. I want to ask some questions about Christianity.
Okay, bro. Go ahead. What's the first one?
Okay. So how Jesus was born?
He was born of Mary, just like everybody else. Like just of a woman.
So means I want to ask this because Jesus mother don't have husband. Just
yeah, it was
just
a miracle.
I know.
It was a miracle birth, bro.
Yes.
In that sense, not like everybody else.
So how can a mother be virgin after birth of
Because
child?
God is powerful and he can create things without having to have sexual relations.
Okay. So God can be died.
God what?
God can die.
If he takes on a human flesh, yeah.
Okay. Then why? What is a problem in Hinduism? God's avatar. You have any problem?
I just don't believe in Hinduism because of polytheism. Polytheism wouldn't make sense.
You want to say that idol worship? Yeah.
Huh?
You want to say about ideal worship? Am I
Idol
right?
worship? I mean, that's also a problem, but I would just say polytheism doesn't have any grounding for our reality. Like our reality has to come from one being that is uncaused, not multiple beings that are uncaused. That wouldn't follow.
In the church, you guys have the idol of Jesus. You don't worship them.
Not an idol. It's just an image. So if you want to use the word idol as an image, that's fine. But yeah, not an idol in the sense of a false god.
Okay. So my next question is, how can are you sure in afterlife you have eternal hell or eternal heaven?
Are we sure of eternal hell and eternal heaven?
Yes. Did you have seen heaven or hell?
Have I seen it? No.
So means you have any evidence of heaven and hell? You can prove me that it's real.
It's in our belief, so you'd have to believe in Christianity. Just like if I asked you, have you ever seen an elephant god before? Has the elephant god ever showed up to your room and said, "Hey, how you doing, Ben, Mr. Hindu follower with his big trunk? I'm the elephant god from Hinduism." Did that ever happen to you?
No, I don't see
Okay, bro.
anything.
So then, how are you gonna prove it to me then?
Yes. Brother, you don't also see Jesus in real life.
Huh?
You also don't saw Jesus in real life. You just saw in a picture.
Okay, bro. All right, man. All right, Ben. Have a good day, bro. I'm gonna move on to the next guest. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
All right,
Bye.
bro. God bless. God bless. Dude said, "Have you seen heaven or hell? Can you prove it, bro? Prove your elephant god, man. What the hell? What's up? What's up, Aleph? I think that's how you say it.
I'm good.
What's up?
I'm good. I'm good. You?
I'm good. I'm good. You said you're not a Muslim? Brother, you there?
Yeah. I'm there. I'm here.
All right. You said you're not a Muslim. What faith are you?
Yes, yeah. I'm not a Muslim. Yeah. So,
Why'd you just leave? Oh my God, bro. These people are weird, bro. People are weird, man. What's up? Yo, what up, bro? What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
The Trinity is not logical.
It's not logical, gang. Hey, why not logical, gang?
Why is the Trinity not logical?
Yeah, man.
Because it's three people. It's not one God. That's goofy.
3 people? Hey, you're right. If it was 3 people, that would be. Hey, bro. If it was 3 people, I would agree with you. That is goofy, bro. But that's not what we believe,
Trinity
bro.
not 3 people? Keep it a being.
Nah, it's not.
I can't name 3 people in the Trinity.
No, people is humans, bro. What the hell?
Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and God. That's 3 different individuals.
Bro. Yeah, but we don't say that there are 3 humans in the Godhead,
but that's
bro.
mass polytheism.
Why would it be polytheism?
Because I just named 3 of your guys.
If there were 3 people, it would be polytheism, but we don't believe in 3 people.
Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and God. How much names did I name?
Those are 3 persons.
3 persons, that's polytheism.
Why?
Because that's 3 different individuals that you worship.
Oh, okay. So if you have multiplicity within one being, that would mean multiple beings, right?
What, bro?
So if you have multiple things within one being, that automatically means multiple beings, right?
No, when you worship 3 different people, it's polytheism. That's what I'm telling you.
But we don't worship 3 different people. I said this already.
Jesus?
We don't worship 3 people. I said this already. We worship 3 persons that are the same being. Chad, this is the extent. This is the extent of a Muslim who scrolls through. Can you imagine what this guy's algorithm looks like on TikTok? Chad, I want you to just think about it for a second. Like, he's muted right now and doesn't even know how to unmute. This is the level of intelligence. Picture this guy's algorithm. Picture this guy's algorithm right now, and how dumb it must be. Okay. This guy scrolls through TikTok as a Muslim with his dumb algorithm, sees a couple of arguments, thinks he knows it all now, like, because dumb people are delusional. They think their level of intelligence is superior. Meanwhile, we're all just laughing at him, like, bro, I can't believe this idiot just said that, and can't comprehend simple concepts. But then think that they can come in and debate this. And then they laugh at you as if you're the joke.
All right, stop muting me. Stop muting me.
Crazy, bro. All right, man. Have a good day, bro. Aleph, where'd you go, bro? Damn, Aleph. All right, what's up, man? Aleph, what's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, what faith are you, man?
I'm outside the box. I'm not into Christianity or Judaism or Islam.
You what?
Yeah, so I'm outside the box. I'm not into Christianity, Judaism, or Islam.
You don't believe in either 3? All 3?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking. Do you believe in any of those religions or no?
No.
Okay. So what do you believe? That wasn't my question. I didn't ask you what you don't believe. I asked you, what do you believe?
Yeah, I just believe in God. That's all.
You just believe which God?
God of the Bible.
The God of the Bible. Okay.
Yes.
All right, bro. All right, man. What's your question, man?
So but I like this. Your live stream is just for Q&A to the Muslims.
Bro. Just go ahead. What's your argument? You said you don't believe in the Trinity. Go ahead. What is it?
Yeah. I have a question from Ephesians chapter 1 verse 17, because I don't want to waste much time here since you're dealing with the Muslims in the chat.
Brother, we're talking to you right now. Don't worry about the Muslims. What's your argument against the Trinity?
Yeah. Ephesians chapter 1 verse 17.
That's your argument. Okay, great. The God of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of glory, may give you the spirit of wisdom and of revelation in the knowledge of him. Okay.
Ephesians, I think I got the wrong verse. Let me check. I think it's Ephesians chapter 1 verse 17. Let me check the verse. Yeah. Ephesians 1:17.
You want me to read it again?
Yeah.
That the God of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of glory, may give you the spirit of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of him. Okay.
So he has a God.
Yes.
Bro. Oh, that's not what he's saying.
Yes, Christ has a God.
Well, that's not what he's saying. It is some sort of ontological or eschatological
What are you
scripture.
saying right now, bro? What are you saying?
I'm asking you whether that scripture is not talking about Jesus having a God.
Yes, Jesus has a God, just like in John chapter 20, verse 17. He literally says it. I'll read it to you. It says, Jesus said to her, do not cling to me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father, but go to my brothers and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God. Okay, how does this disprove the Trinity? I'm waiting for. Like, you're just showing me something that I already believe in. Now, tell me how. This is the part where you're like, well, if you believe in this, this means the Trinity is false because of this. I'm waiting for that.
How does that prove the Trinity?
Brother, you brought this verse to disprove the Trinity. I didn't say this proves the Trinity. I never made that claim. The burden of proof is on you. You are trying to disprove the Trinity. You went to Ephesians 1:17. I'm asking you, okay, present your argument now. I'm waiting.
The body. You said the body of proof is on me.
Yes, bro. You're the one that's trying to disprove the Trinity.
Yeah, so I'm asking you, how does that prove the Trinity?
It
That
doesn't.
scripture.
I never made the claim that any of these verses prove the Trinity. I never said that. So I don't know why you're asking me this when I never said this. Why did you bring up Ephesians 1:17?
Yes, I had to bring it up so that you try to go about it to prove the Trinity.
Why would I use a random verse that you selected to try to prove the Trinity? Why did you select this verse? Is there a reason for it, or did you just like close your eyes and pick a verse? What was the reason why you picked this verse? Ephesians 1:17.
Yeah, I just closed my eyes and did.
You just closed your eyes and you just said, I'm just gonna pick. I'm just gonna just.
I did a hopscotch
and
and
I'm
I
just
got
gonna
the
pick.
verse.
Okay, good. So you did a hopscotch. Okay, great. So do you have an argument today, or are we just playing hopscotch with verses?
Hopscotch, nothing much. Peace. I'll see you later.
What a waste of time, dude. Absolute waste of time. I thought I actually had expectations to have a good conversation. Like, bro, am I tripping here? Like, what? Ephesians 1:17. I don't think that this is logical. The Trinity. Ephesians 1:17. I'm like, okay, what's the argument? Prove the Trinity in this verse. What? How are you just gonna do the okie doke and switch up on me like that, bro? What the hell, bro? These people, man, I tell you what, like they're nuts, man. People are nuts, man. They legit are nuts. Sword, I don't know if you requested by accident or if you got a question.
No, I didn't. But are you just taking Muslims outside Christian right now? Is that what you're doing?
Do you have a quick question?
Kind of. I was just going to say I am looking into the Orthodox faith, and I just want to understand: do you take to the monarchical Trinity?
Of course.
Okay, I was just going to ask if you can give me just a quick understanding or explanation of what that is, just so I know that I'm emulating it correctly.
So the monarchical Trinitarianism is just like it's just a doctrine as to who is the source of the divinity of Christ and the Holy Spirit, which is the Father. So the Father begets the Son, and the Holy Spirit spirates from the Father. So it's the logical order of the Trinity, I guess, because I'm going to say it's a logical order because it's not within time; it's eternal. So even though I'm describing it in my language in succession, it's not actual like a succession, like step 1, step 2, step 3. But it is a step 1, step 2, step 3 as far as a logical order, that the Father is the source of the Son, and he receives his divinity from the Father.
All right. So I just want to make sure I was representing it correctly. So I have one more quick question. It's not a big deal. Can you just do a quick understanding of the hypostatic union with the two divine, the divine essence within the human nature of Jesus Christ?
Yeah. So what was that wording that you just said again?
Yeah, I totally misrepresented that. Explain how the human nature is in unity with the divine nature within Christ without mixing.
Yeah. So hypostasis, the person of Christ who is divine, because this person is eternal and obviously emanates from the divine nature. This person assumes a human nature, therefore uniting a human nature with his personhood. And that same person also has a divine nature, obviously. So the two natures are united within the person, or the hypostasis, which is why it's the hypostatic union. However, the divine nature and the human nature do not mix, although they are united.
All right. I just want to make sure I was representing the metaphysics correctly. Thank you there.
You're welcome, bro. God bless.
Yep. God bless.
All right. Do we have any more ops? I wanted to do one more, but I might need to go. I'm not sure if a Christian has a question. I'll take one more question, but I do gotta go. All right. If not, I did a horrible job, guys, promoting my beautiful wife, Peace Apologetics, today. So my apologies to my beautiful wife. You guys know how much I want to see her succeed in what she's doing with the live streams. Obviously, she's been struggling with the algorithm, but it looks like she's starting to catch on a little. It's getting better on TikTok. Okay. So there is some improvements there for her live stream on there. So appreciate you guys coming to support her because she's getting over this little algorithm hump on TikTok. So thank you guys. And also, that being said, that means we're getting a little closer to the YouTube journey. So be on the lookout for that. But thank you guys. I believe she is going live after me. So make sure you go hit her a follow, Peace Apologetics on TikTok. So when you, or anytime she goes live, even if I don't tell you, get her a follow, join her lives, show her some love, tap the screen. That really helps her get over this algorithm hump that she's been trying to get over right now. So really, really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart if you guys do that. Also, if you're here on YouTube, hit her a sub on YouTube. Why not? Just hit her a sub because her stuff is coming very, very soon. So thank you guys for that. Also, I was supposed to record theme 9 last night for the course. Those of you that are part of the course, some stuff came up. It's been really hard to do prepping for these courses and everything like that takes a lot of time. And then I got work and everything, guys. So I'm doing the best I can. But I think what we're going to do is theme 9 and 10 is going to be Monday and Tuesday. And because it's been working good with my work schedule and everything. So just squeezing it in. So be on the lookout for that if you're a part of the course. If you're not part of the course, I encourage you to come join it. Okay, it's the Bear Foundations course. It's not a free course. It's a Bible study. I teach you 10 themes in the Torah between Genesis 1 through 11 that help you interpret the entire Bible and be able to see Jesus Christ everywhere. So if you are into that and that's something you would like, it is a commitment. It's a very in-depth course, but I think it's worth it. It's something that you will hold on for the rest of your life and be able to interpret the Bible much better than the average person. I can tell you that, at least. Okay, because the Bible is a lifelong commitment, guys. We'll never fully make it, but there's ways that you can excel. So definitely join that. Monday night, we are continuing the Matthew Bible study, which is a free Bible study on my Discord. So we have over 1,000 people in the Discord. Discord is a wonderful community. We have lectures in there that are free. We have VCs where we talk and debate and talk about in-depth topics of Christianity and other religions. We do watch parties. We play games. A lot of cool things happening in the Discord, and it's 100% free to join the Discord. So the Discord link is both in my YouTube and TikTok bio. Make sure you join that. Over 1,000 members now, which we're really happy about. And obviously we want to take it to 2,000 as soon as possible. So anyways, my Bible study is free. We've been doing it since last Easter, and it looks like we're going to go past Easter. Okay. So we're 50% of the way through the Gospel of Matthew. And it's taken us this long to get through. It's like 10 months. Okay. So that should tell you guys a little bit as far as like how in depth we are going with the Gospel of Matthew. Okay. So if you guys want to join that, like I said, it's 100% for free. Okay. And you guys can come join that. And then after, it's an hour long. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ends at 9. And then for 30 minutes, I usually do a Q&A where you guys can ask any questions you would like about anything, and I try to help you guys out, okay? Even if you're a non-believer, you're welcome. Just the only thing is I'm not going to debate during those times. You can be there to learn. You can ask questions to learn, but not really going to be debating. You can debate me here if you want. Also, if you're a YouTube member, You should have access to some of the earlier recordings of the Matthew Bible study, and the ones that I've been doing lately have been being recorded. I'm just gonna have to find time to release them all because it's a lot of them. And then YouTube members, you guys will get the full Matthew Bible study, almost full, because I started recording. I got equipment to start recording much later after I started the Matthew Bible study. So, but you guys will get the majority of it. All right, guys, I think that's it. Anyways, guys, God bless you guys. I appreciate everybody who was here. Tomorrow morning, if you guys are tuning in on YouTube or TikTok and you see that I am not live, okay, let that be a sign to you, you heathen, that you need to go to church, because we are off tomorrow in the morning because we are going to church. You should go too, okay, preferably an Orthodox church. If you want to try an Orthodox church for the first time, go ahead and DM me on Discord or on TikTok. Send me your zip code if you're in America, or send me the area you live in, whatever part of the world, and I'll help you find an Orthodox church, okay? But anyways, go to church, preferably an Orthodox church, but even if it's not, that's fine. Just go to church, all right? Don't be sleeping in. All right, love you guys. God bless every single one of you guys. I'll be back Monday for the Best Morning Live on TikTok. God bless in the name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit, now and forever, to the ages of ages. Amen.